The interrogation, with a lawyer and a recording clerk taking minutes. Ingrid Knapp gets down to the crux of the matter immediately, who the ringleaders are and how he came by his contacts. Ingrid Knapp has long known that Gudeman didn't just buy ozone killers for his own needs, but to sell them on to other companies as well. She's also found the name of his Chinese supplier in the seized files, TTI. Gudeman had it easy for a long time. Despite all the environmental laws, neither the falsified import documents nor the chemicals were inspected thoroughly enough. And when he sold the chemicals on, no one noticed the forged certification, claiming they were recycled. The list of Gudeman's illegal imports left the date they were imported, then the banned chemical substance, and far right his customers in France, Belgium, Great Britain, Italy, Austria, Hungary, and the USA. He'd bought CFCs for over 5 million marks and sold them for many times that amount. But Typhoon is not alone. Customs authorities around the world are now actively investigating in Indonesia, in the Philippines, and on the border between the USA and Mexico. Imports of illegal CFCs everywhere. So it's clearly no longer a question of isolated cases.
Police, hand up. Right there, pal. Don't move. Don't move. Neither of you. Hands right up on the table. Hands up on the table.
In India, too, in the state of Gujarat. Mostly it's R12, one of the most aggressive ozone killers. And all the cases point in the same direction. To China.
So we've got lots of offers, we've got at least 10 targets.
Julian and Ezra are getting ready for their journey into the lion's den. They talk it all through again. Neither of them has been to China before.
He does as well, So it's not too bad to get to.
It's the 17th of June, 1998.
So the hotel's about 10 minutes away. Just up the street, I think.
They don't know if they're under surveillance, or whether the companies they want to visit and film are working together with the police or the security services. The only place they feel secure is in their hotel. Julian is now calling himself Rick. And their bogus company also has another name, for safety's sake.
Yeah, hello. Is this T Chemi Group? Yeah, my name is Rick Newman from Bursco. I've been in touch with Mr. Liu about refrigerant supply. And he told me you have quite a good experience of exporting, especially R12. Yeah, I'll wait a moment. Hi, is this Jack? Yeah, it's Rick. Yeah, I'm in Hangzhou, yeah? I wondered when we can find some time to meet. Okay, so you'll be here around about 1 o'clock. Yep, I'll be waiting. Yeah, I look forward to it. Okay, bye.
1 o'clock. And he actually arrives. This is the first time that Julian has met an exporter of illegal CFCs. He really doesn't want to mess it up.
So have you come a long way?
Some way away, Ezra's sitting and watching them. If something should happen, he'll get in touch with the embassy right away and set off a chain of telephone calls. That's the plan.
Information about your company?
Again and again, he hears statements that he himself can't quite believe.
You can get those papers?
Original EIA recording.
You always need connections.
Right.
See, whenever you do business, we must have connections.
Right.
Paperwork not important. Once you have connections, paperwork not important. They are only on paper.
Yeah, it's a paper.
It can always be manipulated. You can always print them out anytime.
Well, to be honest, it was a little bit nerve-wracking because it was my first time working in China, and this company we knew was a big player. We knew it was government-owned, and we knew it had strong links to the Public Security Bureau, so we weren't exactly sure what we would get into. And so we invited the trader to come to the hotel. Unfortunately, when he arrived, there was only one place to sit, and it meant I had to put the bag camera on the table, which made me uncomfortable. And his eyes kept flicking at the bag camera for about 10 or 20 minutes, and he never seemed to really relax. You have to leave.
Suddenly, the chemical dealer stands up. Things were not going to be as easy as they'd imagined.
Well, thank you for your time.
The second attempt, in a conference room at the hotel. This time, Julian's leaving nothing to chance, as in the hotel foyer. No more experiments. Here, Julian can position the bag with the hidden camera in such a way that he doesn't have to keep adjusting it. As long as the Chinese visitor sits facing the camera. Julian arranges everything to make the seating arrangements seem a matter of chance. He's ready for the second visitor.
This is actually in China. Well, Chinese government will never care about this, how much you export, but the user, the government, where the user.
Yeah. Okay.
They will care about this.
We had some meetings with the Chinese delegation at the Montreal Protocol, that meeting, and initially there wasn't much action that we could see, but it's prompted a good reaction in Europe and the US. A lot of these chemicals that were coming out from Zhejiang province were coming into Europe and the US. And because of the information we gathered here in '98, it led to some shipments being stopped in Europe and some imports being refused in the US.
The 12th of November 2001. Gudeman is appearing in court today. He's charged with breaking Germany's chemical laws and with tax evasion. This is the only case of smuggling CFCs that comes to court in Europe. The verdict, 2 years suspended sentence and a fine of 230,000 euros. The additional cases of skin cancer caused by the smuggled ozone killers were not part of the charges. The ozone hole should be getting smaller, according to the scientists. After all, the Montreal Protocol has been in effect for over 20 years. But the opposite is happening. Measurements show the hole reaching new record dimensions, time after time.
This region that we look at is about 24 million square kilometers. Now that's pretty large. That's actually larger than the entire continent of North America, Canada, the US, Mexico, Alaska.
Nobody knows why. Nobody considers illegal trafficking. September 2005. Julian and Ezra want to find out what's happened to the black market in banned ozone killers 7 years after their first visit to China. Has the worldwide seizure of illegal chemicals and Gudeman's conviction stopped the illegal trafficking? Disguised as businessmen, they intend to find out. Ezra sits behind the driver so he won't see what's going on. The Achilles heel of the operation is the tape in the hidden camera. It runs for just 1 hour, and changing the cassette could give them away. Exactly 60 minutes running time, starting now.